Yo, welcome to the Lion Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We're ready to go. I got the good guys gang with me to the right. What's up, Mike?
What's up, everybody?
JJ, you ready to go, motherfucker?
Let's go, Kobe!
I'm your host, Corey Tokes. Thank you for tuning in. Inspired or not, let's kick this shit off. He who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears. Mike, what you think about that, man?
You're going to have to say that fucking again, dude.
Mike was fucking...
No, I was paying attention. That's
no,
just,
I know you were. I know you were. He who fears he will suffer. I didn't want to say it, but he who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears.
Yeah, I guess that's like worrying about shit you shouldn't worry about.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I agree with what Mike said. That has become like the ritual on the show. What Mike says, I agree with.
I'm the wise wizard.
Yeah.
I could have predicted that.
Come, give me kisses.
He who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears. It means don't be a pussy, right? Basically.
That too.
No matter how bad things get or seem they might be, you know, you can only make it harder by fearing the outcome. True that. So don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
I don't like that word.
So are you being a pussy if you're scared that you got your woman pregnant and you really don't want to have a baby?
Oh, man.
You being a pussy
always
then?
take the dark turns. Jesus. I don't know, man. That's
That's not being a pussy.
But that's my quote, though. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
Corey. Anyway. Well, ladies and gents, it is with great sadness and unbearable grief that a horrific and seemingly senseless tragedy over the weekend claimed 9 innocent lives. All with tremendous backgrounds and purpose. All with deep-rooted families and support systems. All just as meaningful as the next. But I can't help but notice that the world feels a little different today. People are understandably devastated. We're broken. Fortunately, Kobe was an open book, though. He defined a huge chapter in so many lives, including mine. We know Kobe. He grew up in our living rooms. He was a legendary international entertainer as well as a teacher of the game, a teacher of life. And he was a grinder, the grinder. He had a genuine passion to work his ass off to be the best version of himself that he could possibly could. He called it Mamba mentality. He wrote a book about it, essentially a blueprint on how to attain greatness and maintain it. A genius mentality that applied to all walks of life. Everybody loved Kobe. No matter what nationality you are, no matter how rich or poor you are, no matter if you rooted for him or against him. His indomitable will to succeed on and off the court inspired masses of people around the globe. And yes, he was cocky. Yes, he was human and he made mistakes. And yes, I'm glad that I got to witness his growth as he became a great father and a faithful husband for the remainder of his days after 2003. If I gave you one word to sum up Kobe's legacy and you said GOAT, I'd understand. So he was the man. Me and JJ got done doing some hot yoga and then we
30 minutes later.
Yeah, you went to go pick up a suit or a tux, a tux, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, I sent you and you were like, "I know." You're like, "It's not true, is it?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I think TMZ might have got hacked or something. I don't know, man. I still can't. Haven't wrapped my head around it yet."
Yeah, that was tough. I cried like a baby. I haven't cried that hard since my dad died. And like you said to start your show, we grew up with Kobe. You know, like for the generation before me, that was Michael Jordan's era, you know? Mm-hmm. And I watched a little Mike, but I watched Kobe, you know, like that's my generation.
That was your time, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just remember getting a fro for Kobe when I was in 7th grade. I
Yeah,
remember
because he
always-
came in the league in 96, 97,
Yeah.
young 16. He took Brandy, Moesha to prom.
Yeah, you
Remember
know,
that?
just cold, you know, and I'm a big follower of his daughter Gigi. Like, there's two kids, famous kids that I always watch play basketball. It's Braun's son Bronny and Gigi.
Right.
And I always said, man, Gigi's gonna be the truth. And when the plane crash happened, I was tearing up. And I was told my mom, I was like, hey, I said, Mom, let me tell you something. Because at that time they said no family members was on the plane.
Right.
So I was like, hey, Mom, I'm telling you something. Whoever plays Gigi from here on out is going to get that business. Like, you think she was killing now, it's going to be on a whole different times 3. Then they say an hour later, she was on the plane. And I was just...
The story kept getting worse and worse. You're
and
like,
then you
what
feel
the
like
fuck?
all them people, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't know none of them other people.
Right.
But it's
still
still hurtful because they're still normal people.
Right.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
all were somebody.
They all were
in
somebody.
their own, like,
Exactly.
you know, it was like a baseball coach
They were
for
great in their
college.
own way.
Right.
Yeah, you know. it was-
Actually, they were pretty big people.
yeah, that's
That
what
was
I'm
their
saying. But
baseball
they were
coach,
like
yeah.
good in their own ways,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But the thing is,
really
they're
good
all
people.
lives were cut short. You know, and that's the
3
tragedy.
13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Alyssa, Gigi, and Peyton.
Yeah. And then just anger got into me, like later in that night after I was crying, because I'm thinking, like, listen, you're Kobe Bryant, you know, like, you have enough money and you've been riding them helicopters for 25 years. Somebody had, and everybody's like, well, the fog or whatever the situation is that was going on, somebody has to come up to you as a pilot, whoever says, yo, not today. Like, you know what I mean? Or, hey, this could be a something here if we do this. You know what I mean? Like, something. It's just, I hate when I hear stuff. I haven't been this angry since Paul Walker died.
You kind of want to put blame somewhere.
Yeah, it's like when Paul Walker died with the car. It's like, come on, this guy's been doing these movies. Like, all of a sudden now he can't get the e-brake up, and it just boom, that's it. Like, somebody, you know, I just get angry
Your
when I hear
body.
stuff.
I
like
think you're just trying to make sense of it, man. Like we all are, man. It's grieving, man. It's you want closure. You're like, well, this couldn't be it. But could it be possible that some people, because dude, I'm learning more about Kobe right now than I ever knew about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, I had no idea all these stories that are, you know. But anyway, is it possible that maybe, just maybe, that people figure it out in life and they graduate early, and the higher power takes them, man, and because they've done it right, man. They figured it out, man. You know, I mean, the guy was amazing, and I know that while you're trying to make sense of it, I mean, that's one of the things that crossed my mind. It's like, man, maybe you know, he did figure it out. You know, the guy was unscathed after 2003. He just made a commitment to say, hey, man, I'm going to be the ultimate family man. I got 4 daughters to raise. I'm going to take care. Well, then it wasn't 4 daughters, but he knew that he had a bunch of girls to raise, and he committed to that, just like he did basketball. He was like,
What he
man,
did for the community, yeah.
and here's another thing, you know, for a guy that mimicked Jordan to the perfect. I mean, they were identical in some degree. He was better. I think he was a better shot maker than Jordan. But anyway, nobody's going to be better than Jordan. You could be as good as Jordan, but you're never going to be better than Jordan. So he's the ultimate bar. But Kobe, you know, probably after he made that mistake in 2003, he was thinking, damn, you know what? That's how I could be another way better than my you know, hero. Is I could do that right. I could be a great family man, and I could get that right. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna start today. And I think he did. He fucking did.
Yeah.
And that's why I say maybe he just graduated early, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to deal with that. Like, I watched Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and them die, but they had drug issues. So it's like when they died, it's like
You understood, right?
it's like, well, that's, you know, that was your mistake, you know, even though it's still, you know, horrifying. But when Kobe died, it was like, I remember watching him, you know, on Saturday, LeBron passed him and he sent out a tweet,
Yeah.
you know, like congratulate
that
LeBron.
was so weird.
And it was
In
like
Philly.
Yeah, in Philly,
in
you know.
Philly, where Kobe was from, man.
Yeah.
That is like the craziest shit. Where Kobe went to high school, he was from Europe. He was
Yeah.
born in Europe. But anyway, go ahead.
And yeah, just I don't know. It just, you know, this is the first time in my life where somebody I really, really looked at like a superhero that I was like, man, you know, that went, Michael Jackson was way before me. So so the way my mom looked at Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, that's how I looked at Kobe. And it's like every interview I watch from Shaq to everybody, and it's like Jerry West is taking it hard. And a
lot of people are, man.
Yeah.
Dude, there's people that don't even know him that like us, man, that, shed tears over it, man. It was, I'll tell you when I got sad is when, cause I was paralyzed, dude. I was stunned. I was in a state of disbelief. I did not believe it. I still have a hard time, like I told you, wrapping my head around it, man.
Yeah.
It was just so unexpected. So when it hit me was when it was moments later. It wasn't that long, but I was paralyzed for a while. I talked to my brother for a while. I talked to you, and then next thing you know, I thought of Shaq, and dude, I lost it. That's when I was just like, damn, man, because I thought about how he left that relationship, and everybody knows what the true deal was in that relationship. Kobe's the ultimate classy dude. He's gonna keep it kosher, and Shaq, he's probably stubborn about it. Like fuck you, you know what I mean? Because Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes when he went to the nightclub that night after, because Kobe used to call him fat, and say you need to get in shape, and he would tell the Laker players and everybody on the staff that he's not dedicated, he's not doing his job. He needs to be better, man. You could be better, and whatever reason it was. Maybe he was jealous that Shaq won the first 3 MVPs. I don't know. But he did it. And then after that, Shaq went to the nightclub. I believe it was like the next night or something, and started rapping. It was like, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes and all that shit. And it was not good after that. Then it was toxic ever since then. So when I thought about Shaq, I just lost it, man. I was like, because I know I just wanted to hug the big motherfucker. It would have took 5 of me to do it, but I know the pain. And then when I saw him on TNT the other night, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, all of them was, Rick, Jerry, and then I watched another 60 Minutes with Jerry. I just keep thinking about Vanessa, his wife, And everybody who's hurt as athletes is like, man, she lost a husband and a daughter.
For sure.
Their sisters lost a dad and a sister. Kobe's dad lost a son and a granddaughter. Dude, all in
you
one.
Ain't lying, man. Dude, there's so much hurt there, and all those other families, man.
Yeah,
that other family, like I think Mike said it earlier. They lost 3 members of their family. There's a kid at home.
Yeah, they lost a dad, mom, and sister.
And a sister.
Yeah. Like he had to wake up with no parents.
Yeah.
Orphan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad all the way around. And now they're coming out reports where they showed the audio and
By the way, that was John Kerry and Alyssa Altabelli.
Yeah. And now I heard the audio, Mike, where they're the aircraft people are talking to the pilot. They're like, "You're too low." They're like, "Why are you so low? Get up." You know what I mean? They kept just saying that to him. Why are you so low?
I heard it was because they couldn't see, so they were going down to altitude. But then the radar says, hey, we can't read you if you're that low. You need to come back up. So,
and they don't understand because the pilot was so experienced of why he even. But then I found out yesterday that wasn't even Kobe's pilot. It was another guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's the same pilot for Kawhi.
It was Kobe's pilot had the day off. And he said he referred him to this guy who's just as good, who also flew around, I guess, Kylie Jenner, a bunch of other people. You know, he's credible, but it wasn't.
20 years.
Maybe a little too arrogant. Maybe.
Yeah, it just, to me, this is just my thing on life. I'm already scared of the planes and helicopters. So my thing is, me, you, and Mike, Corey, were going to a show. And Mike, we had this guy who was our pilot for the last 10 years. If I go up there and the pilot and he's like, hey, Jacob's not here, we're going to use Susie. Nah. And it's bad weather. And it's not a black box. Nah. Corey, I know we got it. I know it's 15 minutes to get here. But, bro, I feel more better going in this Uber for an hour and a half and just texting, and apologize to the fans while we're a little bit late. Yeah,
but LA traffic, it's not possible, though, bro.
I understand it, but it's just too much.
I bet you people are going to start thinking about that, though.
Oh, for sure. They already said helicopter business is not doing well right now. They said Kawhi Leonard himself said, I'm not using, because that was his pilot, dude.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to fly a helicopter anymore. I'm going to try to do something else. So there's people, and then you know how much influence that is. I mean, you got Kobe Bryant that just died along with, everybody else. And then, now you got Kawhi saying, no, I'm not going to fly either. That's they're gonna lose some business, dude. And now they're pulling up the ratings. I think it's 28% chance that you could die or some shit in a helicopter or something. That's pretty likely, man.
Yeah.
That's up there. It's a 1 in 4 chance, dude. Fuck that, man.
I flew on them, too many times to count in the military.
Yeah.
Probably in the thousands. But it was those helicopters were like vigorously maintained. They replaced parts whether it needed or not. When the time was up, manufacturers recommended, warranty and stuff like that. It was thrown away because they had that budget.
Right.
But and they did so much preventive maintenance on them. People full-time jobs. That's all they did.
Right.
But they still crashed.
Jesus.
Not a lot, but it happens.
It
Like
happens.
every time I deployed, always one goes down. Every time.
For mechanical reasons, or
Yeah. So I would never step foot on a civilian helicopter. Like the ones down in iDrive. You watch that thing; it runs all day and night, dude. Just like when does it get maintenance? When does it get worked on?
right.
Just it all sounds good and thrilling and all, and that's great. I'm not telling people not to live, but
Well, Kobe said the reason he does it is because the LA
his
traffic.
family.
Yeah, and he wants to be to his family
So convenient,
fast.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, well, if you want me around, I could, because as much as he trains, his fucking insane work ethic that he has, he says it's got to be more convenient. And hell, I could get a helicopter and I could get there in 15 minutes.
and he's done it so much, he was comfortable with
Right.
it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Mike. Exactly.
My thing, this is crazy though, but that day they made all the other helicopters get on the ground.
Really, they
Yeah.
No, they grounded everybody.
Everybody grounded.
They did, man.
Except for his. It
but
almost.
they gave him clearance.
But
right?
he's Kobe.
But what I found out is on one of my boys whose dad is in that. When the pilot works for you, you have to go. So if Mike, you're my pilot, and you're like, hey, and even though the weather's bad, you work for me. So it's like, hey man, let's go, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go. Like, it's not like you're bringing people for, how the iDrive does. Like, yo, you work for Kobe. Like,
Yeah.
Kobe wants to go now. You got to go. That's your job. That's how you get paid.
and you want to make
That's
Kobe
true.
happy, and they may push it.
Yeah, no shit. He's Kobe effing Bryant. You're gonna do whatever the fuck he says to do at the end of the day.
It was just a lot of odds that was going on that day that I don't know who was around or who would have triggered, but to me, I just would have asked some questions. Number one, new pilot. Number two, hey Kobe, I don't know if you know, bro, but everybody else landed. They talk about the weather issues.
Fog.
Number three, it's just
Kobe though. He's probably adventurous as fuck. He's probably like, let's fly through it. They said it's equivalent to jumping in a pool full of milk. What they were flying through.
but Kobe's old pilot was
That's
on
their vision.
was on Fox yesterday, and he said that he don't understand how that happened because Kobe's chopper was bulletproof. He said it was made for crashes. Like,
No shit.
Yes. So he is like, something went on, and he's not calling conspiracy. He's just saying something's off because
Who knows, man? It's America.
he flew Kobe's chopper, and he said on Fox that thing is bulletproof. It's made for them type of.
Oh, I want a conspiracy out of this.
You know,
I know
and-
it's coming. What about the cartoon about the fucking thing?
Well, the Simpsons made a thing in 2017.
Was it the Simpsons?
Yeah,
I thought it was another cartoon. It was
No, it's
something-
the Simpsons. In 2017, they had an episode with Kobe helicopter crash. And be honest with you, the Simpsons are always accurate. Everything they always show with they 2016 they said Trump was going to be president.
You sure it was the
It's
Simpsons?
the Simpsons, positive, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, everything, I'm not, like I said, it's just, we never know. The story is just ironic how, to me, this is why I always think how certain things happen. And it's way going back with the whole Left Eye when she was in our helicopter and that happened. It just.
Left Eye was in a SUV.
Yeah. And then Aaliyah. And then, just.
Right.
It just goes on, and Paul Walker just really devastated me because he was my favorite at all the Fast and Furious.
I never even liked Kobe, dude. And I have 2 jerseys of his. That's how
You respected his game,
fucking
though.
amazing. Exactly. That's how much you respect the mom.
And then I
mentality.
learned to respect the man
Well-
when not until I actually watched the documentary on him.
Yeah,
I was
right.
Like, knew what he's all about and what
Well-
he went through, how he grew up,
Yeah.
and all that. And it's like, damn.
Well, it wasn't that I didn't like him. It's because I didn't like him by default. Shaq went there, and I'm an Orlando Magic fan. So when Shaq went there, I had to not like them. And then all their success right after that shit, it made me really like, fuck, man, that shit hurt.
I
But
just stopped liking. I remember
he was a killer, man.
Oh yeah,
he was a killer, dude.
all the way.
He was graceful as fuck. It's like he took what Jordan did and he like perfected it to the point where it was like it was obsessive, man. He was the best difficult shot maker. He would make shots look easy that were damn impossible. He had a way about the game, man. Inside and out, everything mattered. Little details. That's a Mamba mentality. The little details. Everything he did, man, it was for a reason. And if you weren't with him or if you weren't fully involved, he would shit on you. And then he would talk trash. He was like the biggest trash talker just to get you motivated.
Rattle.
Right, man. Right. Because because if he doesn't do it, they're gonna do it out there. And the thing I like most about Kobe is he's a dog. Dude, when the league, and I remember this because I didn't like seeing, because when you get a lot of money, the league has a lot of money now. Back in the Jordan was the reason that happened. It was Bird and Magic saved the game. Jordan made it international, and then it went on from there. But the money that people make today made them soft. The league got soft, and Kobe realized that shit, dude. And if I owe Kobe anything, it's a big thank you to that too, because honestly, man, the league got soft as shit, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck that, bitch. We're competing, and I'm gonna beat your ass and get the title every time." And I'm going to embarrass the shit out of you. And I'm not going to shake your hand after this game. And it's not going to be dinner after it. I'm going back to the hotel or whatever, dude. He was about that business, dude.
Yeah.
And he would give you the business. Nobody wanted Kobe smoke. Nobody. And that's a fact, Jack.
Oh yeah, I remember Lamar Odom had a story, and he said that he told Kobe, said, "Hey, let's go out for drinks," because Kobe never would go out. He said, "Man, let's go get a drink." And Kobe said, "You know what? I go get drinks with you. Let's go." So they were taking a couple shots. Kobe took a couple shots. The team is kind of lit. Kobe tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, you see how I'm out with you guys? You guys are enjoying yourself? You got to do me a favor. I want all you guys up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're practicing." Everybody's looking at their time. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Damn.
They're like, "Man, that's 3 more hours." And Kobe had that eye like, "Yo, I'm not playing.
I'm not playing, yeah.
I came out with you guys.
not even a
Now
joke.
you got to come out with me."
Yeah.
And the fact that Kobe knew that they were going to be hungover. So when they came in there, Lamar Odom said, thinking that Kobe's going to say, y'all showed up. Start doing suicides. Running. Kobe, and Lamar Odom said he got to do like three laps of suicide.
Oh, my
And he threw up in a
God.
trash can. And Kobe comes up there behind and said, "Hey, don't think you're going home."
Right.
Like, I ain't paying pity. Like, this is what y'all wanted to do.
But that was his way
Yeah.
of bonding. He's like, "Yo, I came out, I did shots with you." That's a great story, by the way. But I came out, I did shots with you, all right? And it's 1:30, and we're bonding. Your way, your way. This is my way. And that's the thing I respect. I think it was Steve Nash that said that he hated each other and stuff. Like,
Steve Nash.
the thing about Kobe was, and it blows my mind that he was this great, was he was the ultimate competitor. So like he understood that he was a highly intelligent dude, right? Fucking guy spoke several languages, right?
3.
He was over in Barcelona talking Spanish and all kinds of stuff. But he was so dedicated and intelligent enough to know that, you were going to hate him because of how hard he pushed you. He knew that. And that was okay with him because, because he would sacrifice the friendship for success and respect. And it would ultimately lead back to the friendship.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
if you rose to the challenge, you became his friend.
Right.
You respected it, but if you didn't see the light, then he didn't
Yeah.
need you in his circle.
Right.
You know?
He knew that, tough love and hard times led to the best stories anyway, and a bond that could never be broken in a lifetime of respect. And he knew that was a full circle that had to happen. It's like he's got to beat the fuck out of you. And that's how because you got to I kind of feel like that on job sites sometimes, man. I'm out there and I'm busting my ass
Yeah.
and somebody ain't pulling their weight, dude. And then I think we could all attest to that, dude. But this was a winning and losing. See, he gets paid to win. And he, dude, I mean, he was a fucking killer, man.
Yo, here's another crazy story, mini story. Mike, the first Batman with Jack Nicklaus. So Kobe, you know, Jack would come to all the games.
Oh, yeah.
And Kobe, this is before he won his first championship at 2001 or 2000. So, but they're in Game 6, about, you know, they're up 3-2 about to win the championship. Well, Jack is just got to the game. Well, the floor people said, "Hey, Jack, Kobe wants to talk to you." He's like, "Huh?" He ain't really had too many conversations with Kobe. You know, he was a big Shaq guy, but he loved it, Kobe. Kobe comes over there. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" He said, "Hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of yours, Jack." But Jack said, "Oh, but cool." He said, "Hey, when you was the Joker and Batman was kicking your ass, how did that make you feel?" And Jack is like, "What?" He's like, "Well, it's a movie." He said, "I know, but you was that character, though." He said, "When the Batman was kicking your ass, how did that make you feel?" So Jack said he had to get back.
Funny.
Jack
dude.
said, "I had to get back in character." He said, "Kobe fucking pissed me off." Kobe said, "That's how I look at them." You talk about the Pacers. He said, "They're Batman, and they don't know they're going against the Joker, and it pisses me off."
Damn.
And he would use stuff.
And that's
like,
another thing
yeah.
I loved about him. He loved being the villain.
Yeah, that's.
He loved it. He embraced it. See, Bron tried to play that shit when he went to Miami, and he realized that wasn't his
Yeah,
style.
that's not his style,
Bron's
right.
a good guy, man. He needs people to love him. It's kind of in his personality too. That's why he kind of reaches out for a lot of love, and that's why he kind of gets bashed for it. Kobe is a fucking killer, and he doesn't need a circle of friends. He is his circle of friends. He's a strong enough one-man fucking army, and he will make you follow him just out of respect. He doesn't have to earn your respect. He takes it. That's the fucking special thing about Kobe, man, and that's why he's gonna be missed forever.
Yeah.
It's because, man, he was just gonna start. I mean, I could only imagine what he was gonna do as a grown man, all the businesses he was gonna, all the good he was gonna do in the world. I mean, dude, he was just getting started. He was so intelligent.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, man. We got him. He's taken.
And it's
from us.
crazy that me and Kobe had the same birthday.
Really? I didn't know that.
Kobe's birthday is 8/23/78. I'm 8/23/83.
Oh man. Damn. Wow.
8/23. That's
Now
the day,
every
that's the
time-
day I went to Marine Corps boot camp. August 23rd.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's a hell of a day.
That's why
I always
me and
remember your birthday for that now.
Yeah, that's why Kobe, we had that bond, and my mom. This is how crazy it is. So I called my mom after Jermaine sent me the thing. Corey called me.
Jermaine must be torn.
Oh, he
up,
was
man.
torn. And I called my
love
mom.
you, bro. Keep your head up, man.
I called mom. I was like, "Mom," because I'm tearing up. I'm like, "Mom, man, Kobe died," and my mom was just,
Jeez.
Kobe, and I pulled up
Oh
to the
my
front
God.
yard, and mom is
Priscilla must be
bawling
bawling, right?
in the front yard, and I said, "Mom, man, you."
Poor girl.
She's a Michael Jordan person. I said, "Mom, why are you crying for Kobe?" She said, "I feel like he was part of our family."
Me too, man. That's exactly what
she's
happened.
like, "You guys loved it Kobe so much," and I
Right.
felt like we was part of, and we grew up watching Kobe. And she says she hasn't dealt with this since Whitney Houston. Mom loved Whitney Houston, and she just every time mom. Oh, I told mom, stop watching interviews. I walk in yesterday, she's just bawling.
Whitney Houston, the best Star Spangled Banner ever.
Oh, absolutely. It's just tough. It'll take a while. I feel like my tears are in a box right now, like here.
You're not after I read this story.
Well, I'm just saying they're in the box, and I tied it. And
How much time we got?
They're not coming out until the funeral. So I'm not. I kept him here. I'm not watching no
Could
more
you
interviews.
imagine that funeral?
Well, I heard today they talked about it. They can't have it at Staples Center. It's too small. So they're doing that.
No shit.
Yeah, they're doing it. They want to do it at the Coliseum that holds 100,000 people.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. Well, I guess we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back because we got more to talk about this. Welcome back, Lion Podcast. Real quick, I just want to say something funny. Nash was talking about Kobe, and and he had something funny. He was just like, Kobe came up to him and he was like, "How do you trust your teammates?" Because Nash, that was when the Suns beat him. I think it was in 2006 or something. Yeah. And Nash just looked at him and he was like, "I have to. I'm not as talented as you."
That's funny.
I love Steve Nash, man. Man, when I heard that, I was just like, that is freaking hilarious,
That is
man.
funny.
Because Kobe's always trying to get to the root of the problem. He's trying to pick people's brains, and and he's asked him a serious question. He's like, "How do you trust your teammates, dude?" And Nash just looks at him like, "Dude, I have to. I'm not as talented as you."
That is so funny. And just to add on to that, Jerry West used to tease Kobe. He said, Kobe, because Kobe called himself the Black Mamba. He said, "Hey, Kobe, do you know in real life the mongoose kills the Black Mamba?"
Oh, shit.
He said, "Mongoose kills the Black Mamba." He said, Kobe grabbed his tie, said, "He don't kill this Black Mamba." But he Kobe just always is like, whatever the odds is against, it ain't happening over
He
here.
loves that.
And the thing about it, his daughter, like T-Mac's interview, like his daughter had a fadeaway at 13. Like Gigi was like,
I want
her.
to say something about her real quick because I was going to say it when you said it earlier. I was not aware of how badass she was until probably like a year ago. And then once I was low key like waiting for her because you know me, dude, I don't start anticipating something until it's about to happen because I'll drive myself crazy. They're worried about it. But I was waiting for her to go to the WNBA and bring it to a level like Jordan did the NBA. And I think she was going to do it because she had the Mamba in her ear every day. So she was going to be, oh my God, we got to, that's just another thing. Just pile it onto the list of things that we got taken away from.
And I hate that,
great.
I just told my mom, I hate that all the victims died, but God, I wish she wasn't on that plane. I wish she had the flu because I would love to see her carry on
shit. I wish it never happened.
Yeah, and me neither. But God, man, I really enjoyed Gigi.
All the hurt that came out of that, man, is you can't even fathom it.
No,
you can't even.
Sad.
People are still sitting, dude. In LA, they're still standing out by the Staples Center. People are paralyzed, just standing there. They're not even moving. They're just standing there, just like fuck. Because this guy was like a guy. He was international. He's born in Europe, and you know how big he was around because on the Olympic. It was like a Beatles concert or some shit. You know what I mean? In America, this guy was just everybody, dude. They said they just mobs of people would follow these people around when they come on the Olympic teams. Man, I believe it.
Kyrie and them couldn't even play basketball. They had to postpone the Laker game. Yeah. A basketball game hasn't been canceled since JFK.
No shit.
Yep.
That's a good point. Wow. That's some deep shit. But I wanna say something real quick because there's a lot of distractions. And besides a racist reporter and shit and stupid shit like that. I don't know what that was about, but all I know is it's just a distraction right now, and I don't want to hear about that shit. So just put that away, and we'll talk about that later because there is things like the KKK and a lot more racist shit to worry about. So who gives a shit if it was a mistake or not? That's my take on it. I think everybody's wasting their time on some shit that's not even relevant when something serious just happened. But people have been upset. Also about I just thought about this. How it was reported. It's like, look, I get that. But it's 2020. All right, it's the way it is today. Things fly quick. That's people's jobs. Their job is to report it as fast as possible and beat you to the source and pop it up so you see it on social media. That's the game. So you can't really get mad if you're like, well, I think they should have, told. I understand that you want a proper, deal, but it doesn't work like that today.
It's a society that's like that and you're a part of it until it happens to you.
Correct. Exactly.
And that sucks.
And that's right, but that's a part that comes with the territory when you're at that level, that status. You know what I mean? It's the same reason why Kobe has to take a fucking helicopter to go down the street. You know what I mean? Because he just can't be seen in traffic out there. Anyway, so these assholes. One particular asshole messaged me, and I'm not gonna address names, but it was stupid, and I didn't even reply to the motherfucker because I was just like, I'm not even getting into this. But it was something along the lines of, well, there was a military something. First of all, he had the wrong reference because that shit happened in 2005. It was a real deal. It happened in 2005, and it was the anniversary. And I said, that's fucking heartbreaking. That sucks. You know what I mean? That's what I said in my head. I'm like, dude, but I'm not going to feel guilty right now because I could do both. I could multitask. I could care about one thing and care about the other. It doesn't just because I said this. It's like I'm not going to feel guilty for grieving. If you followed a soldier for 20 years, okay, just one soldier, and you watch them do heroic shit, and there's a camera crew there, and you learn his family's names, you watch him do amazing shit. If you followed him around for 20 years, you would know everything about that person, and you would feel that special bond with that person, just like we do Kobe. So overreacting and saying, well, there was two soldiers in Afghanistan that did go down in a plane, and rest in peace to them, because that did happen, and that was a few days ago, and we're going to talk about that on the segment show. But anyway, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, dude. Don't make me feel bad about something when I'm grieving, dude. And look, you could be that dude that does that, but you could also be that dude that just wants that unpopular opinion, and you just didn't know how important Kobe was, or for whatever reason you did it. Maybe you wanted some fucking likes or whatever. But don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. I mean, just respect the process, man. You could follow anybody around, a surgeon, a teacher, a cop, any fucking body. You could follow them around for 20 years, and if they do really great stuff, you're going to fall in love with them, and you're going to celebrate them. And then if they die, by God forbid, then you're going to celebrate them and go, damn, and you're going to miss them, and you're going to mourn them, and you're going to grieve them, and you're going to do all those things. People blow my mind today.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just have a better take than that. That's a shit take. Put your name on something that's worthy, man. Or shut the fuck up.
One doesn't take away from the other. That's ridiculous.
Right.
It's
Right. Kobe's gone, man. Oh, you want to hear something funny, though? So, Mike, we missed an opportunity. I've got 2 prank calls from these guys.
Oh, boy.
Right? These fucking dudes. And both times I've been answering. I go, do you not know what the fuck is going on? Kobe just passed away. I ain't got time for this. And I hang up. So I'm just like, fuck it. So I want to record one of these calls, though. I want to get these motherfuckers. We got to catch our next fish. That's lurking. That has to be soon.
Well, if you get a call during the podcast, see who it is, and if it's one of them, please answer.
And another thing is, there's 22 vets a day committing suicide. I bet this asshole can't tell me 5 from yesterday. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Just think about what you're saying, dude. We can't possibly remember all the names of all these people, or we would, but we could definitely care just as much as we do about them and Kobe Bryant. Yeah. It's not like saying Kobe's more important than anybody else. We're not saying that his life was more. We're just celebrating what we saw, because he grew up in our living room, and it was a thing. You know what I mean? And weren't expecting this. It's like any death. It hurts. Understand that. That's all you got to do. Just understand that. It's not so hard.
Plus, I mean, the connection you have with basketball too, and millions and hundreds of millions of people out there, or sports, any sport.
He was so transcendent. Yeah.
People have their own thing. It's when a rock star dies, that you admired or whatever. It's tragic, more tragic. I remember when John Lennon got shot. My mom cried for like 2 weeks. Man, it was crazy. She was one of them little screaming Beatle girls, growing up.
Right.
You saw on the TV, but
right.
And that was my first. Like you said, when you see someone deal with that, then you have to, someone that you felt that way about.
Right.
Passes.
He was like a fucking superhero to us. And you never in a million years could have convinced me that something like that. You don't think that somebody like that dies. It just wasn't in our thing. We live our life every day, and you don't think of that shit. You think somebody like that's untouchable.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't think that. And when it happens, it hurts, man. It's a void. Dude, you feel the energy in the world right now. Everybody is different right now. The feel, the vibes, the aura, it's different right now.
It's a wake-up call to everybody.
And the best thing about Kobe, too, like we're just talking about basketball, but it changed because everybody from celebrity to even people on my timeline, Kobe had an interview and the lady, the reporter asked him, gang, you have 4 girls. If you had another baby, he said, I would have 5 more girls. I'm a girl's dad. And everybody from day one, since he said that, from Russell Wilson to everybody who has daughters, even on my timeline,
They were girls' dads.
hashtag girls' dad.
Damn right.
Like, you know, like if you watch Kobe's
that was
bond with
Kobe,
his daughter, like you're like, man, I want that. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
even if she did like, and like people, let's say Mike, if she could be fishing with you, your daughter, or shooting gun, whatever bond you would have, you're like, man, I'm a girl's dad.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
It doesn't have
You're
to be.
vibing,
She
you're
don't
like,
have
yeah.
to just shoot basketball. It could just be anything.
He was
you know?
inspirational in every way, man. He was that he was, man. He loved his girls.
Yeah,
dude.
he did.
He loved his girls, man. And it's just heartbreaking to think that he had to go out like that, man.
And shout out to the oldest daughter because she just got out the hospital. She
and-
found out the news. She has bad asthma and had a
Oh,
bad
no.
asthma. Yeah, she had
Oh, my
the
God.
oldest one.
17-year-old.
Yep, she had a bad asthma attack that day when she found out and just got released yesterday. So,
Oh, my God.
hope she's doing well.
But I mean, could you imagine like those kids, right? They see their dad, right? They see the reaction of the people that see their dad, and they see them cry for him and go, "Oh my God, it's Kobe," and everything. So to her, to them, the kids, he is Superman.
Oh yeah.
And they and could you imagine that crash? How hard, you know what I mean? That high is to coming down. They have to go to bed at night knowing that Superman's not in the house no more, man.
Not
and
only
that breaks
Superman,
my fucking heart.
The sister's not in the house no more. Like you know, we keep talking
Right,
about Kobe.
right.
Like Gigi's not ever
And her
walking through them
sister's
doors
gone,
again.
right.
Yeah, she's never walking through them
Right.
doors again. You know,
But there's no man in the house anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was their dude, man. That's their rock.
Yeah.
That's any dad is like that.
Yeah.
But that was Kobe Bryant. And I can imagine the impact and the heartache and oh my God, man. Oh, hearts out to him. That's just terrible. That's horrific, man. I can't think of anything worse.
that'll linger around.
And these
for a long
assholes
time.
and these assholes want to fucking comment when the Empire building is lit up and Lakers purple and gold. You got people just comment like, "Well, there's 8 other people that died," you know. And it's just like, you fucking idiots.
Did they realize they,
They
always
weren't-
every
they
time
weren't
they
Kobe.
Yeah,
But they always mention him with Kobe. It's not like they say Kobe died and the others. They always say Kobe died and they name all the names. Like,
yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
Nobody's
Look.
saying one life is more important than the next. Nobody's saying that. We never said that, and that's what I don't appreciate. You're putting words in my mouth,
Yeah.
man, and at the worst time ever. I don't want to debate nobody. I couldn't
Look,
even go on social media.
The
for
way I
last
look
time.
at it, Kobe had a bigger family.
Yeah.
Kobe had his family was worldwide. There were so many people who connected him in one way or another, or just inspired by him. you
Yeah.
know?
Right,
And like it or not, that's the truth.
right. And
His
some-
family was
and-
bigger, and they needed to know.
And some people were just put on the earth to inspire, kick
Yeah.
ass, and lead by example and dominate the way he did, and he did it.
Yep.
And that's why I don't doubt it if that's why he checked out early, man.
And let me tell you, I hang out, obviously, 94% of my friends are white. But let me tell you, half of them were race car fans. And let me tell you, when Dale Sr. died, bro, they took it bad. Their dads and stuff
dude.
took it. Dale Earnhardt, they took it bad. Like it was. I remember
that shit hurt me, man.
I remember
I
my
know.
friends' dads.
I wasn't even a NASCAR dude.
Yeah, they were crushed.
I was not a NASCAR guy, but for some
Daytona?
reason I was at home and it was on the TV and I saw it happen live and I was like, damn, like everybody was panicking. I'm like, man, it didn't look like he hit that hard. I just remember it and watching
Right.
it live and it's like, holy shit, man, it just went bad. It got worse. So it's just tragic. And I'm not
Yeah.
even a NASCAR fan. But
Yeah.
I was supposed to be
any champion that goes down
I was supposed
like
to
that
be.
is tragic.
I mean, they put a statue in front of Daytona for him.
I had tickets to that race and I turned them down.
Wow.
I mean, it's kind of a good thing you turned
Yeah.
it down.
Why?
Well,
I could
you-
have been at the biggest event ever. I mean, it's bitter, but I could have said that I was there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I had tickets. It was Lena. She got
Yeah.
the tickets or whatever, but we'd gone like every year before that.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we didn't end up going, but we didn't, and that happened. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I just remember my boys were tore up about that.
Man.
They love their senior.
Well-
That's the reason why I love Junior now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is like, yo, when Senior died, I went to 4 Daytona 500s, and my boys in them, and I worked 2 of them. But yeah, we love Junior for that. It's like, yo, they all were senior fans. And it's like, yo, one thing about race car is not a team. You like certain people. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Junior people who loved it. Tony Stewart and them were it's like a rivalry.
hardcore, man.
Yeah, it's hardcore. It's like, yo, I know y'all don't watch NASCAR, but I enjoy it. Like,
it's
until
funny.
you go there, I don't like when people say, "Oh, fuck race car." I love NASCAR.
You got to sit in the infield though, or high up in the boxes because, dude, or at least I don't know about the new stadium because I haven't been there since I redid
it's
it.
sick.
Yeah,
And you got to
I heard
go.
it was.
Oh, you get
I heard
the
it's
go
so
down
dope.
to the pit. Like you get the bro.
Is there really a place that sells burgers in there that's got the best burger in the world?
Yo, they got everything that's fucking best.
Really?
in the
Because
world.
I heard that too.
Fuck yeah. I mean, dog, they got the best.
Our company did the
They got the
inspections
best
on that
beer
shit.
in the world. Like,
Oh, yeah?
bro. I'm telling you, though, you go down to the pit, you can see all the race car drive. It smells, dog. You go to a field like where all the fucking campers are at, and you smell nothing but
That's
marijuana.
where you go. That's where you go, the
telling you,
infield.
I know for a fact
But
the
I wanna-
race car drivers.
I just wanna
Jimmy
say-
Johnson walked out with his little people, and they smelled like they had weed in their pockets.
I just want to say it's funny when you go and you sit on the front. You can't see shit. Because they're coming.
Right.
They're coming in so fast. It goes,
that shit gets intense.
and it shakes your fucking soul. You're like, holy shit!
But nothing's
you
more.
don't even see the colors. They go so fucking fast, dude. You can't even see shit.
Hey, Mike, nothing's more intense until they say 5 laps remaining. Everybody stands up. It's almost like a, yo, if your guy's who's in the lead, my guy's second, my guy is third, do not say, let's go, because Mike's like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? You're rooting for your guy. There's like 2 laps to go. You're like, oh, shit, here we go. Like,
Right.
let me tell you, the 500, and who would know? The biggest thing, Corey, in the world for racing is the Super Bowl racing is the Daytona 500, and it's in our backyard, and we take advantage of that. Like, like nobody thinks about that, Mike. Like the Daytona 500,
I've been there.
is the
plenty of
Super
times.
Bowl of
I think
NASCAR.
I went 3 times.
And people in Florida act like, oh, it's
pretty good.
Daytona.
It's pretty good. 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I don't dislike it, and I get it, And
No, it's like JJ. You got to be in the infield. That's the thing.
Have you
In
ever
the
went?
There's a
Have you-
party there.
No.
Yo,
You
no
never
lie.
been?
I'm gonna
No.
talk.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, you're going. I'm gonna
We're
talk to my
going.
boy Billy. I'm like, yo, even get us Shitberg tickets, Mike. I'm telling you, you tailgate, you get to bring your cooler in there, and bro, when I tell you, it is the funnest, coolest, drunkenest, hottest girls, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Weed smoking.
Really?
shit
In the
show,
infield?
In the fucking
Oh, dude.
Daytona races.
Dude, it's nothing but campers. People
You got to
going
bring a
inside the-
camper though.
No, you
And
don't
then
have to
you're
bring a
gonna sit on
camper.
how are you gonna see in there? You're gonna sit on the
People
top.
are friendly when they're that fucked up.
Yo, let me tell you, Mike.
You'll be eating off other people's
I'm telling
grills,
You
everything.
meet so many people throughout that whole day. You might run into a guy,
Just
and that's
bring
how
your
we
guitar.
did, who has pit tickets. He said, Mike, you're my fucking boy. Where you sitting? Man, I got this shit burst seats. Not for long, motherfucker. You're coming with me. Yo, they took us down to the pit. We got to see the
What?
players. They took us back to their big ass camper that they rented out for $3,000 for the weekend. You go to their camper, they got
what?
nothing but food, weed.
Oh, they party, dude.
bro. It
They
is
party.
a shit show for the races.
Them rednecks don't play around.
Yo,
They're
Mike,
doing big old
And
rounds of
you're,
cocaine.
and you're a Marine, you're getting along with people in there.
All right.
No, just wear the white shirt. So you only got like 4 race car guys.
The white shirt.
JJ's
The
gonna
right
be.
shirt.
Oh, the
don't-
right shirt.
Yeah,
I
the
thought you
right
said the
shirt.
white shirt.
Nah, the right shirt. Don't come in there with a race car driver. They're like, who the fuck's that? You wear Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, one of those top guys, you're good to go. But you get somebody like a Luke Dustin, like who the fuck is that?
Luke Dustin, the
Yeah.
cold trickle,
Luke, Dustin, who
cold
the
trickle.
fuck-
Yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck is that? Yeah, NASCAR's
I
the
could
shit.
see JJ walking you around in there, pulling you by the arm, going, "Hey, this is Marine Mike. Let me in. Let me get some of that chicken.
Shit.
Let me get some of that jack."
Yo, make sure you have money on you because you're going to go through $100 quicker than you
Yeah.
can spit.
Yeah.
Between beer, you buy 5 beers, you're already at $50-something.
Bring
Literally.
about 500.
Fuck. Yeah, my boy that I was working with a while ago, he had a funny story about Dale Earnhardt Jr., but it's a long fucking story. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty funny though. I found out how Dale Earnhardt Jr. parties, and I was
Oh,
like,
Junior's the man. I root for anybody who's a junior. I'm a junior. Shout out to all the juniors. I root for anybody who's a junior, dog. Odell Beckham Jr.
I was gonna
Dale
make a joke
Jr.
about the company that I'm working at right now, but but then I'm just gonna put it away. Shit, I wish I could do that. Oh well,
All right.
junior dickheads.
Hey, watch your tongue.
No, it was the company. But anyway, so
Say junior dickhead.
Yeah, he said
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Mike. Take that, junior dickheads. Anyway, so Kobe, man. Yeah, dude. People were just looking to do some crazy shit like they always do, and I let it get under my skin. Well, I didn't let it get under my skin. The motherfucker messaged me. So I was just like, that's not cool, man. That's not cool.
I unfollow people real quick off my timeline. They
See, I don't even do that. I just don't even reply, dude. I'm just like, fuck that. I'll put that.
You don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it.
I couldn't deal with it, dude. I could barely talk today.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man. They fucked me up, dude. I'm still not right.
Yeah.
I'm not right.
It's going to take a while to get over that.
Like
I'm
when you
not right.
when you sent that text that you were, you're down, and I was like, I just replied, and that was it. I didn't want to talk. It's like I was feeling you. That was all. I just want to sit stunned, kind of.
Yeah, dude. I was honestly paralyzed. I can't even tell you how long I sat right there on the couch.
I can imagine. Yeah, I thought about you right off the bat. Like I knew you'd be fucking.
Oh my god, dude. I was just.
My homegirl asked me, she's like, what football player could die that has this impact? First name that came in my mind quick without even her finishing the sentence was Tom Brady. I'm like, yo, Brady was in an accident and died. I said, bro, like people would be like, oh. Like Peyton Manning. You're about more Tom. It's like
I heard Tom Brady might be coming to the Bucks, and that can't be true. That can't be true.
Miami, man. What if he went to Miami?
I heard he's talking about the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's what I
really.
heard.
You don't think Carr has got it, huh?
Nah,
I've heard the Chargers or the Raiders is what I heard too.
I think Drew Gruden and what the. I think I could see him open up that new stadium. They're in Las Vegas. Giselle could do. I mean, she's fucking damn near a billionaire on Victoria's Secret. I think
they
Vegas
say there's 12 teams interested right now. I don't know if that's including the Bucks or not.
I'm sorry.
I mean, the Bucks are getting rid of Jameis. That's for sure.
They need to.
I just don't see Tom Brady. I mean, Mike Evans and him a great receiver, but
well, that's the reason we need to, because if he can't do it with them, then fuck him. then next man up, dude. Seriously, if you can, JJ, you could go out there and hit those receivers, dude. They're fucking like 6'7". They could jump out the gym,
but
dude.
it's not.
You got OJ fucking Howard, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin ain't no slouch, dude.
Oh, I love Godwin.
That's a bad man. Oh, yeah. He's a bad man.
But it's not on Brady's decision no more, though.
Well, the thing it's
on Giselle. She said
they say he moved down here. They say he got property down here.
Yeah, but they but Giselle said there's only 3 cities she wants to go to: Miami, Florida, or Vegas.
Coral Gables. That's what made sense to me.
She has to go to either the Dolphins, which I don't see him doing because they don't have that much talent, the Chargers, which is in LA where she wants to go mostly.
Where's Rivers going? I heard he's.
That's who I thought was coming to the Bucks. I thought Rivers was coming here.
I mean, he could be. It's all on Bruce Arians.
Or Miami.
Well,
what if the Rivers go to Miami or the Bucks?
Well, what if it's the weather, because he's been in the cold, wants the hot weather.
Not really.
He's got the receivers. He's got a fun coach.
Where
now.
at?
I'm just saying, if he comes to Tampa, if he's got a fun coach now, Bruce Arians. Hold on, he's got a semi-decent offensive line. He's got weapons. He's got weapons in Tampa. He's got good weapons. He's got a decent. But the thing I think that would fail is because they couldn't go. They'd have to switch up the system. They'd have to short. You know what I mean? Bruce Arians is meant for down the field anyway.
Yeah,
throw and go.
You would have to convince Giselle that Tampa is worth living for her and her family.
Tampa's dope though, man. She's in Boston right now or Massachusetts. Who the fuck likes that place?
She hates it. It's
dirty as fuck.
She don't want to go there by choice.
Hey, by the way,
she met Tom.
Fuck Boston.
Hey, whoa,
dirty ass town.
Whoa.
That one's for Kobe, man.
Whoa. I'm not gonna let you do my boy, because let me tell you, if my boys with Nick and them were here,
here we go.
Hard Boston. Oh, let me tell you,
park the car and come whoop your ass.
Yeah, they are Boston to the T.
They're not wicked smart, I'll tell you that.
Have you ever been to Boston?
Yes, it's dirty.
No,
there's not shit there. It's a bunch of bars and fucking dirty people that want to fight.
I've never been there, so
fuck that place. Fuck Aerosmith. Fuck that place.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck about him. No, not fuck Aerosmith. I really love Aerosmith. But
no
fuck
lie,
Boston.
Boston is a fun, cool.
Who else is from
city.
Boston? Fuck Marky Mark. Who else is from Boston?
Damn, really? Wahlburgers?
Wahlburgers?
Come on, man.
Their burgers
Nah.
are fucking fucked up, dude.
No, man,
they're
they're
fucking
fucking delicious.
Five Guys is better than that shitty asshole.
Hey, anybody who's listening, once
Don't
we
listen
get
to
big
Corey.
enough and get to Boston, please
Mark Wahlberg.
me and Mike.
Mark Wahlberg should have to
La,
pay
la,
rent to
la,
live
la,
on his
la,
own
la,
dick
la.
because he ain't gonna sponsor shit. Fuck
Oh
him.
my God, Marky
Damn.
Mark, I love you, dude. I am not a part of this conversation.
Fuck Donnie.
Anybody from
No,
was that?
Boston, let
I
me
like
know.
Donnie. I look like Donnie.
What was that? What was that?
I like Donnie.
What was that fucking Backstreet Boy? No. Hey, New Kids on the Block. Fuck them. Fuck everybody.
Damn.
Fuck all. Fuck them.
Dog, I can't
Dude,
believe you
stop.
tried.
Motherfuckers gonna come looking for you.
Oh man.
That little motherfucker. Dude,
No,
he's
not
like
him.
Oh,
Oh man. Hey.
All of Boston.
fuck him.
Yo, the city of Boston, I love you. Much love for Boston. I'm a huge Red Sox fan.
That's you just
Shout
got your
out
first
Hey,
hate
hey.
mail, dude. Congratulations, dude.
Hey.
You've gotten hate mail now. That's the first round of
Hey,
hate mail
I'll
for
take
Corey.
that. Hey, Boston sucks. Change my mind.
Oh man.
I'll invite somebody on the show. I want to know. It's like I'm like Joe Kim Noah about Cleveland. What the fuck's so special about Boston?
Oh man.
Boston-
I've never
Hey.
heard somebody say I'm going on vacation to Boston.
Oh, I know people.
No,
What about
Boston's a
Boston
nice
or New
city,
York?
man.
What is it? Boston or New York?
I'd go to New York all day.
Oh, definitely
There's
New
so
York
many
or
fun things to
Boston.
do in New York. It's bigger too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely New York.
New York, and that's not even that's like the opposite of New York. I'm
They're
telling
not
you.
that far. You can take the subway to Boston.
No, I'm saying it's like the opposite. Like New York is fun to go to and great, and Boston.
No,
is
Boston's
poop.
a fun city, man. They drink. It's a lot of
I'd
drinking.
rather visit Iowa or some
Yeah.
shit.
You know what
Fucking
city
stupid.
sucks is Kansas City. Sucks.
Does it? I've never been.
I've been to
And
Missouri.
that's why I don't like the team.
Let me tell you. I've
You
been,
don't like the team because you're a Raiders
I've
fan.
been to Missouri.
I'm going with the Niners.
Yo, I've been to Missouri. That place fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah?
Dog, I can name 54 cities that suck besides Boston. Like Boston's not even in the top 10.
Oh, I know that. I know that. I'm just giving them a hard time, dude.
Yo.
I'm just jealous of the Patriots. That's all.
Yo, you should be jealous of my Red Sox. There's a lot of teams in Boston. you should be
Corey's
jealous
hate
of.
was
I'm
not
I
real.
am. I'm jealous of all of their.
How can you hate on Big
success.
Poppy, man?
I am
Damn.
I am jealous of their success in pros, but they do not have any college worthy team. So I do.
Boston College was good back in the day.
UConn and basketball.
I met
No?
some badass dudes. The people from Boston are cool. The city just sucks, man. The
No,
city's
the
garbage.
city does not suck. It's cool.
It's
Boston,
fucking
yo.
poop. Dude, you'll
New
never.
England is not by Boston. New England's like an hour away from Boston.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's like upper. Like,
Right.
no, Boston, I'm telling you, dude, it's a cool, fun, drinking city. Like, it's so many bars.
So
like,
is Orlando. I'll
Nah,
stay here.
Orlando-
I'll save the
Orlando
trip.
fucking has-
any place in this world has a cool bar at it, bro.
No, you know why Orlando?
Any fucking place you
why,
go.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Am
why.
I right, Mike?
Yeah, but let me tell you why Orlando sucks. Because the team suck.
He tried to sell me on Boston with a bar.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Orlando has
Listen,
amusement parks.
What I'm trying to say, for
Orlando will
tourists,
whoop
for
your
tourists.
ass.
But what I'm saying is, if
The
me and
O
Mike-
is the shit, baby.
what I'm saying, if we go to
Rep.
a bar in Orlando, you talk about everything but the actual what's going on
And
in
the
Orlando.
people here are
you go to Boston,
way better.
You got so much shit to talk about. You got
About
the
Boston.
Celtics, Patriots,
That's cool.
Red Sox. Like
Dude,
Orlando
I
is
got
such
Boston
a dead
friends.
fucking city. Fuck Orlando.
I got Boston
Traffic
friends.
fucking
I don't
sucks.
need that. I don't need to drive all those or fly all those miles to go hear that. I got friends here that talk shit about those teams. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Hey, cool.
Shout out to Ronnie though. You cool, bro. I love you.
Hey, Boston, you guys are good with me, and you're good with Mike. He has won no.
Yeah, I'm not judging
smoke with
Boston.
Boston.
Whatever, man. If you want to go to
I
a
don't
bar,
like
if you
the
want to go
Yankees.
if you want to go find a cool bar fight, go to Boston. But other than that, it's dirty. So, yes. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something, but you got me on a fucking tangent there with some Boston bullshit. Whatever that was, I don't even know why you made me.
Oh, you hated on Boston. You never been to Boston. Pissed me off.
It's
You're
for-
racist against Boston.
Yo.
it's for Kobe.
My
man.
boy Nick and them. Yo, I do not co-sign what he said, dog. I've been to the mean streets of Boston. Let me tell you.
Hey, I had to pick up some of the hate mail, bro, because
Yo.
it was all you.
Yo.
It was all you. I gotta
I'm
level that
telling
shit
you
out.
right now, that's the only city that you walk
I got
into.
0 still hate mail.
You walk into Boston.
You don't know that yet. We haven't opened up yet. You don't know that shit. Don't get
What's
too
that?
confident.
Boston hadn't opened up yet.
Nah, listen.
What?
Nah, I'm just saying Boston is the only city where you can't say one bad thing about their team or you might end up in the box.
Philly. There's a lot of places.
Yo,
like that.
Yankee fans talk about when they go to Boston. They
The man
say,
said he'd
"Fuck the
put
Red
you in the
Sox."
alley just for
No.
wearing a jersey.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that. But they're still not as crazy as Boston. Like everybody talks about these Boston fans, like they do not fuck off about them teams. Listen, if your team beats the Patriots or the Red Sox, just clap your hand, pay your tab, walk the fuck out. Soon as you say fuck whatever team that is, yo, you better make sure that the cops is 2 feet away, dog. Boston is not fucking around.
I met some really cool Boston people.
Oh, me too.
Hold on, man. Hold on. It's a couple people at a Gator tailgate. That was a while back, man. I think it was like fucking 2008 or some shit. Anyway, it was Chappie's tailgate. And fucking, so he has these bomb ass tailgates where you wear wristbands to get in, and fucking, it's $20 a wristband, but he has liquor to a certain extent. It's not a full bar, but it's worthy. And then he had whatever it was, like if it was LSU, they did a crab roll. You know what I mean? Whatever it was, they cooked accordingly.
It was themed.
Right, and you could eat. So these 2 fucking dudes, actually it was 3 Boston dudes, came up and they were just like, man, we came down here because they picked a trip because they don't have college teams up there. So they're like, man, we wanted to go to anything. We said we'll go to where game day is, and it was at the LSU Florida game that time. By the way, we won, and go
Gators,
go Gators, made us 5-0.
Go Tigers.
And it was my birthday too, dude. So we were wilding out. It was my birthday weekend. It was either October 5th or 6th or some shit like that. So we were wilding out, dude. These guys got wild, dude. Next thing you know, they were so thankful because instead of charging them all 20 or some shit like that, because there was 3 of them, I think he just let them in or some shit. So we were like, because they only had, that's what it was. They only had 100. So he was like, fuck it, dude. Just go ahead and come in anyway. So, and he wasn't charging any of his family or anybody like that. And it was mostly his family. So anyway, they get in and we're flip cupping and we're playing beer pong and all this shit and times are rolling. These guys got so trashed. First of all, they said that Boston was like that. They say Gronk just comes out and parties with them and shit like that. And I was like, really, dude? Like, people just come out of the whatever and they party? And they're like, yeah. So then fucking the dude got so hammered, dude. He's like, bro, you guys better come up here. We got their numbers. And I lost that phone a long time ago. But he's like, yeah, we got their numbers. He's like, you better come up here, man. I think his name was Dominic or some shit like that. And he's like, I want you to fuck my wife. And I was like, and this dude was big, dude. You know what I mean? And I was instantly uncomfortable. Chappie was like, what? And I was like, I don't know if I heard that right. He's like, no, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I want you to come fuck the hell out of my wife. He's like, she's fine too. And I was like, that's cool, man, but that's cool. You know, I'll come up there, but I don't need all that. You know what I mean? I think we'll be good just partying. And so he's like, no, man, I want you to fuck my wife. You know, he told his boy, he was like, right, don't you? He should think he should fuck what's her name? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? These guys are crazy. Dude, they ain't right up there, man. The motherfuckers are wild, dude. And that's my experience. You know what I mean? That's so that's a small sample size of Boston. So
oh man,
yeah, man. Well,
just keep going.
One of my tightest bros from the Marines, Double E, Eric, man. He was from Worcester, and he was one of the best motherfuckers I knew. But he was crazy like that. We called him Magilla Gorilla. This bitch was a fucking goon, dude. This motherfucker could tear shit up, dude. Loved him. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So be careful with your Boston friends.
Yeah, they're just some real.
They probably
cool,
will
fun,
murder me.
Wild dudes.
Yeah,
they're real, man.
They're just real dudes.
They got
man.
no filter.
No film, man.
Real crazy.
No filter. No filter.
I'll fuck you up.
Oh man, my boy Eddie. What that motherfucker said, Jay? I said, man, just calm down. Eddie, calm down.
They'll all fight, whether they can fight or not. They're gonna fight.
They're ready.
Oh shit! Everybody from Boston can fight. That's the thing. That's the thing about Boston, dude. That's what they do at the bars, bro. It's an extra thing. They don't. We play pool. They fight. It's like fuck, man. You don't live in Boston if you don't know how to fight.
You heard Mark Wahlberg stories. It gets down with the get down.
I'm saying when you got a lot of siblings, JJ, you can relate. You know, it's like you grow up fighting.
Yeah,
fighting is familiar.
And then you get like 15, and now you're looking for wish somebody would fight your brother.
Dude, that was some of the worst fights I've seen, like between brothers that were a year or two apart, dude. I was like, God damn, dude, those were some of the most.
I just thought of something. I need to apologize, to Mark Wahlberg, because I forgot my girl loves Mark Wahlberg. I just
Come on,
forgot.
man. Everybody loves Wahlberg.
You can be like, hey, Listen,
do.
you're gonna go to Marco. Hey, I want you to come and fuck my girl. Come on.
No, really. Come on, man.
Shout out to the Wahlbergs. I love them all.
I love them all, man.
I love them all, man.
I've been to Wahlburgers. I love Wahlburgers too.
Oh, me too. It's right there off downtown Orlando.
I've been to
right
Wahlburgers.
there.
I wasn't impressed.
You probably got a shit burger who made it. That has nothing to do with the Wahlburgers. The fucking bullshit cook back there who fucked it up.
I'm sorry. I went to a place called Wahlburgers and it
That
sucked.
had nothing to do with it. Let Donnie
It
make,
had nothing to do with me. I paid my fucking money and it sucked.
Let Donnie make your burger. You're
Fuck
gonna
your
have a whole
story.
different opinion.
Well, whatever. We're 50-50. Fuck Wahlburgers.
Hey, whoa.
Damn,
Oh
man.
no,
Come
I'm
on.
33%. My bad. So anyway, I have a story about Kobe before we get the fuck out of here. I just saw it's one of many, man. Because like I said, like I learned more about the dude since he died,
Yeah.
than I think that I ever knew, man. I grew a new respect. The dude was so profound. He was amazing. So anyway, I saw this story and I just felt that I wouldn't share it because it just sheds light on why so many. Kobe was the type of dude, man, that he had. What I noticed the most was he had a lot of single moments with people. Like what I mean by that is like he met people for the first time or had an encounter with somebody the first time, whether it was a celebrity or a regular person, whatever the scenario was. And he had an impact on them a lot. There's so many single moment stories as I've been reading that are just blowing my mind. And it's really making it heartbreaking. It's probably why I haven't really fully got over it yet. But this one was another one. So it's this woman that writes in, Kristen O'Connor. She goes, so I have a story. When we lived in Phoenix, frequently my and Tom's paths would cross in our work. A pediatric cardiologist I worked with asked me if Tom could get an autograph, something from the Lakers for a 5-year-old patient that was dying named Kobe. He was one of the reservations in Arizona where basketball is life. I called Tom at the Phoenix making the request, believing that there would be virtually no way this would happen. The Lakers were coming to play the Suns later that week. A day later, Tom called me and said he'll do it. I was thrilled, thought I'd bring a ball or whatever. It was to work. Tom said no. He read your story and he wants to come meet the little boy. I was floored. So the next day, with the support of the Colnago family, a limousine brought Kobe Bryant by the office under a cloak of secrecy. Neither security or PR people were informed. I got in a little trouble for that, but it was so worth it. The three of us scrambled up the back staircase to the little boy's room in a cardiac ICU. For the better part of an hour, they played basketball, passing it back and forth with little Kobe, laughing and his sweet mama smiling and laughing. Several autographs were signed, and he left with many photos taken. The machines kept him alive while they were dinging, whirling, and alarming, and his doc was just grinning from ear to ear. And Tom and I stood nervously watching this unbelievable scene unfold before us. As we got back to the limo, Kobe turned to me and said, Kristen, what can I do to help? Is it a financial thing? Because I could take care of that. It wasn't. The little boy had a heart defect and was too ill for a transplant. I was floored. I was floored not only by his sincerity to offer the generosity, but the kindness and the warmth he displayed. Little Kobe passed away the following week. About 3 weeks later, I got a letter from little Kobe's mom describing the power in those moments. She said that they were the most joyful moments in her entire. She said that they were the most enjoyable moments in his entire life. The photos were the only photos she had of him smiling. According to Kobe Bryant's PR people, he did this everywhere, but it wasn't a big deal. The only deal was that there was no PR. From that day, he was one of my heroes, and people would tell me when people would tell me they didn't like him, I would say, "Let me tell you this story. May God shine an eternal light upon your soul, Kobe." That was crazy, man.
Good story.
Wow.
Kobe, you will be missed, man. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to all 8 or 9 on board. And we're going to do a hero of the day today, and obviously, for obvious reasons, it's Kobe, a legend. Rest easy, brother. All the shout-outs to Kobe.
Mamba,
man. And right now, we're going to close with a moment of silence for Kobe. We'll miss you.